Hello, halfway through chapter 10. Yes, and Kamikaze is just skipping off merrily towards the scrum to nick the fast stone. The hairy scary librarian blew the bugle, which was the signal that Stoic's 1 minute talking was up, and there was a great roar from the crowd as Stoic threw the stone up into the air. A forest of arms came leaping up out of the scrum to catch it, and then the stone disappeared again. Stoic waited confidently for Gobble the Belch to bring the stone out for him so that he could speak again. Gobble the Belch was the best basketball player in the archipelago, so Stoic and the hooligans tended to dominate the proceedings of the thing. However, to Stoic's immense surprise, when the golden fast stone eventually emerged from the knot of bodies in the scrum, it was in the arms of a tiny child with a very great deal of long blonde hair, who wriggled out through the legs of a burly Visituggs, neatly eluded the tackle of a great lumbering Bashamoik, and threw a truly magnificent long pass to humongously hotshot by the armpits of Woden. What was he doing on the field, looking irritatingly heroic and perfect as ever? Stoic thundered towards Humongous, trying to intercept the stone. I allowed Humongous leaping. He's leaping there to catch the stone. I'm afraid that Humongous couldn't resist the opportunity to show off a little. He sidestepped Stoic, caught the stone, juggled it from hand to hand while Stoic made clumsy grabs at it, twiddled it on the end of one finger tauntingly right in front of Stoic's nose, and then gracefully touched it down on the plinth. Who can blame Humongous for that very gentle tease? "Touchdown!" roared the crowd. "Nice stone kill skills." "Not fair. Whose team is this guy playing for?" bellowed Stoic the Vast. Humongously hotshot handed the fast stone to Hiccup. Hiccup cleared his throat awkwardly and stepped up to the plinth. A hero, I love him, look at him doing his cartwheel. A hero had to stay supple. This was going to be hard. He's playing for my team. Sorry, Father. Listen to me, for I am holding the stone, Hiccup called out. The plague of exterminators is going to be too strong for us to fight. I'd like you to introduce you to Humongous the hero. There was a gasp of amazement from the watching Viking tribes and cries of, "Wow, Humongous the hero, where has he been for the last 15 years? And Humongous the hero, was he the one who went on the quest to tame the Rude Rippers? Oh, look at his moustache. I wonder if I should wear mine like that." Hiccup held up his hand for silence. "Humongous here has been on Lava Light Island, and he tells me that there are thousands of these exterminator eggs. Isn't that right, Humongous?" Hiccup handed the stone back to Humongous. "That's right, guys," agreed Humongous the hero. "Hundreds of thousands. Trust me. There's no point in trying to fight these creatures. Word of an ex-hero." That was enough for the Viking tribes. If Humongous the hero, the bravest, coolest man in the archipelago, who had slain the Rude Rippers, who had fought the Slobberings, who had done 1,000 daring quests in his day, if he thought they should flee, then it was clearly fleeing time. They leapt to their feet and thundered out of the circle, meatheads, Bashamoiks, Uglytugs, and all. "Hang on a second," yelled Hiccup. "I'm still holding this stone. This isn't the only way. My father is right about not surrendering. We can return the fast stone to the volcano and see whether that stops it from exploding." But nobody was listening anymore. Panic had set in, and now they were stampeding out of the circle down towards the harbour in a desperate hurry to get to their ships and out of the area. What do we do now then, Chief?" asked Gobble the Belch. Stoic was looking like a thundercloud. "Betrayed by my own son," fumed Stoic the Vast. Hiccup flinched. Stoic removed the stone from Hiccup's hand and drew himself up to his most impressive height. "Hiccup here is running away," shouted Stoic. "No, Father," said poor Hiccup, "that isn't what I'm saying. Please, will you just listen? I think we should—" "Silence," roared Stoic. "You have had your say, Hiccup, and now it is I who am holding the stone." Hiccup was silent. Stoic struggled to contain his anger and then continued speaking with great chiefly dignity. "My son is deserting, and you have my full permission to follow him, but I am going nowhere. I shall stay right here and fight to the bitter end. Never surrender is the horrendous motto." The hooligans looked at each other. "And we shall fight with you, and we shall fight with you," yelled Snotlout. And Hiccup looked on in total misery as his father patted a smirking Snotlout on the back and told him he was glad to see someone who had the spirit of the horrendous haddocks in him. "Never surrender!" yelled the happy hooligans. They all joined in a rousing musical chorus of "These bogs are our bogs, these bogs are your bogs," sung in male voices of such beauty that they would have set the gods a-weeping on the thunderclouds. "Oh, bother," moaned Hiccup, his shoulders drooping. "What are you doing here? Here, Hiccup," asked his father sternly. "I thought that you were leaving." Stoic pointed sternly towards the exit of the amphitheatre. When they came out, Fishlegs was waiting for them with his running-away suitcase on his back. "So," he said eagerly, "everybody seems to be seeing sense at last and getting out of here." "All except for us hooligans," said Hiccup gloomily. "Apparently we never surrender." "Quite right too," said Kamikaze, appearing out of nowhere, swinging her sword. "I'm ashamed of us bog burglars running away like bunny rabbits at the first sign of a little danger. So what's the plan then, Hiccup? What does Team Hiccup do now then?" "We can't leave without the other hooligans," said Hiccup, "and they're clearly going to stay here whatever happens, in which case we have to try to stop the volcano exploding ourselves." Fishlegs' mouth dropped open. "I do believe I'm hearing this," he said. "Stop a volcano exploding? How are we going to stop a volcano exploding? With our bare hands? Ask it pretty, please." "If the Firestone is powerful enough to keep a volcano dormant for thousands and thousands of years," said Hiccup, "maybe if we return it to the volcano, then we can stop it from erupting." "Maybe," squeaked Fishlegs. "What happens if not?" Hiccup said nothing. "Oh, goody!" smiled Kamikaze, absolutely delighted at the thought of a truly perilous quest. And from the front of her waistcoat she produced the Firestone. "Where did you get that?" gasped Hiccup. "I nicked it from under Stoic's fat nose while he was busy singing," said Kamikaze breezily. Humongous turned to go, but Hiccup stopped him. "Where do you think you're going?" said Hiccup. "I need you to show us the way to Lava-Lout Island." "I suppose I am still your bodyguard," said Humongous, "but I will only go with you as far as the island. Climbing up the volcano is hero work, and I'm out of the hero business forever." "Right," said Hiccup briskly. "All we have to do now is borrow a fast boat, sail to Lava-Lout Island, chuck the stone in the volcano before it explodes, and sail back home again. Follow me." "That's all we have to do now," squealed Fishlegs. They had to fight their way through the crowds of fleeing Vikings at the harbour. The ship they borrowed, the Peregrine Falcon, was the fastest hooligan ship in the fleet. "We'll bring it back," said Hiccup to himself, feeling very guilty. "And if we don't, it won't matter anyway." On that cheery note, with the sun climbing high in the sky on Sunday, Hiccup, Fishlegs, Kamikaze, Humongously Hotshot, the ex-hero, Toothless, the Windwalker, and the White Dragon sailed off out of Hooligan Harbour on the quest to stop the volcano from exploding. I have to say, I think myself, that sounds like a bit of an impossible quest. I mean, I've never been to a volcano, but I think possibly trying to stop it from exploding is one of those very, very difficult things to do. That's Lava-Lout Island there. We'll go there tomorrow.